This is Nicholas from Group 13 giving a brief introduction to the case study. Organizations do not operate in the vacuum, rather they operate in an environment that is constantly faced with many challenges, among which include competition from competitors, substitutes products from that try to reduce their market share, changes in consumer behavior, environmental concerns, to mention but a few. All these changes or challenges may many times, if not managed well, will eventually affect the bottom line adversely. Because of these challenges, organizations constantly keep on scanning the environment in which they operate in order to be able to know their position in the market. Different models are developed by different scholars as, to scan the environment, and these include the person analysis and the SWOT analysis. It also be noted that strategy can be defined as a course of action, including the specification of resources required to achieve specific objective. The strategy may be defined as an integrated set of actions aimed at securing sustainable competitive advantage. And below are some of the strategies that the oil companies can adopt. One is market penetration. This strategy can be applied to maintain as well as to increase the market share of the products that currently exist in the oil companies. This objective will be achieved through the combination of the competitive strategies of pricing, sales promotion, advertising, as well as personal selling. Secondly, they should create a high level of usage of the customers who already exist.
Hello, this is Simon. We're continuing with our strategies. Uh, we, we talked about partnering with the countries and cities and industries. This will be achieved by leveraging relationships and building new partnerships with the aim of providing integrated energy and mobility to help cities and industries reduce on carbon emissions. We also have another strategy of market development. This strategy involves moving into new markets with existing products. Therefore, the oil company should attempt to sell the product that exist in the new markets, and the achievement of this strategy will be based on the adoption of different ways, namely exploration of new graphical markets, such as exporting of products of companies to new cities. We also have another strategy of diversification. Diversification is a growth strategy dealing in the marketing of new products in completing new markets. However, there are risks associated with this strategy due to lack of experience in the new markets. Therefore, the strategy can be taken by oil companies like BP. They involve the information of new ventures and countries leading to the production of the marketing of oils, as well as biofuels aiming at improvement of the production capacity, coupled with access into non-traditional markets dealing in the energy. Thank you, and I'll call another colleague to come and continue.
Good afternoon. This is Janet from Group 13. Still on the strategies, I'll start from where my colleague stopped. And we are looking at product development as one of the strategies. Product development is used as a strategy that aims at introduction of new products into the market that already exist. The company here looks at developing new competencies coupled with the development of modified products that are appealing to the already existing products in the market. On the downstream, the oil companies can make use of exploration together with production segment in its engagement in search for the underdeveloped reservoirs of oil as well as gas. Developing these reservoirs coupled with productions as well as transportation of natural gas together with oil from wells that are developed. The upstream activities may be undertaken by oil companies, including operating exploration as well as extracting the crude oil together with the international scale. In conclusion, to implement these strategies successfully, there is need to heavily rely on people, processes, and technology. Under people, it's important for us to get to know our market and suppliers to help us build a credible team, engage with stakeholders, and make sure everyone in the organization is focused. With processes, we enforce compliance where possible and carry out continuous improvement after the strategy has been implemented. And technologically, we use it to support the execution of our strategy and also set up adequate reporting metrics so as demonstrate the strategy's success. And lastly, there should be a mechanism of measuring performance of those strategies that have been in use of balanced score and a score model. Thank you.
I'm Luther Oliver, and looking at opportunities, there are openings or chances for something positive to happen, whereas threats include anything that can negatively affect the business from the outside, such as supply chain problems and shift in market requirements. The opportunities we have include increasing energy demand globally, according to the reports of the US Energy Information Administration. The total world's energy consumption will increase by 40% by the year 2014, which is an opportunity to increase in the cleaner energy resources. Energy companies are in position to take control of the potential demands of the future. There is also an opportunity of other energy. The oil companies can exploit the potentials in other forms of energy. Another opportunity is expansion into the infrastructure sector. The oil giants can work with developing economies to develop solutions for infrastructure challenges that use alternative energy sources. The demand-supply gap is also another opportunity where the demand and supply for fossil fuels is widening, and it's a great opportunity for oil giants such as Shell to take advantage of the excess demand in the market. By grabbing this opportunity, they will remain afloat. Thank you.
Yeah, threats. I'm continuing with the threats. My name is Emmanuel. Eco-friendly fuel. If the dependability on renewable energy and non-conventional sources of energy increase, then the oil companies may face a large drawback as their products are still not environmentally friendly. Political instability caused by the Russian-Ukraine war has also been very important subject of discussion between countries. Energy demands and productions are always surrounded by politics. Requirements in the first world countries like London and Paris, where fossil fuels vehicles are to be banned by 2014, is a serious threat to oil exploration companies like Shell and BP, as this will definitely affect their market share for energy. The growth of EVs, that's electric vehicles, affects the oil and gas industry in an obvious way. Less gasoline for internal combustion engine means less crude oil refined into gasoline or diesel. The COVID-19 pandemic, the impact of this pandemic on oil prices has been two-pronged. The prices dropped due to failed agreements on production cuts and the need for chemicals and refined products slowing from industrial slowdowns and travel restrictions in the global pandemic. In conclusion, the oil companies, besides the existing threats and opportunities, have come up with have to assess the weaknesses mentioned above must be minimized in order to remain afloat in the industry. They have to foresee the upcoming threats to avoid any sort of harm to the company. Ignoring the threats above can be lethal in the upcoming years of the company. Yeah, thank you. That's the end of my presentation.